We are 2 hours into trading. It is Thursday, April 8th. Hello, traders. Let's take a look at the market. I don't know what I highlighted the day before yesterday or 2 days ago, and it doesn't matter. Everything I've highlighted is moving our way. Everything is moving higher because the market's breaking out, and we were looking for that breakout. As I mentioned, this dip right here was much shallower, and it was very brief relative to the prior dip. So I knew that this long green candle was going to have some legs. And there we broke out to a new high, gap, gap. And now the market took a little bit of a pause the last 2 days, and we are seeing some continuation. Could be a little fear of missing out, FOMO going on right now. Asset managers are under allocated, trying to catch up. Most definitely, some of the money that's on the sidelines is finding its way into the market. We have the kickoff of earnings season starting next week. The banks will dominate. Bank earnings should be excellent. Guidance should be excellent. System is flush with cash, low credit concerns, higher yields, good for banks. We have employment numbers improving. That's also good. We know the Fed is going to be on the sidelines. We got the FOMC minutes yesterday. Everything is falling into place. We're in a sweet spot. We get strong economic numbers, ISM manufacturing, ISM services, off the charts good, ADP, unemployment report, excellent, and the Fed says we are not going to tighten. That's a sweet spot. That means the good news is actually good news. No fear of tightening. TLT bonds currently holding their own. Interest rates are not rising. Go into the daily chart. You can see that support level that I've been mentioning. That bodes well for tech stocks. QQQ off to the races. Lots of relative strength and still room to run before it gets to the high. Let's take a look at a 5-minute chart. Very telling price action. Big gap up, small retracement. Lots of tails under body. That means that the buyers are still there. Even when the SPY pulled back and almost filled the gap, gap higher, almost filled the gap, you can see QQQ didn't do anything close to that. I had mentioned in my pre-open market comments, which by the way, if you want to follow my pre-open market comments, there's a link to my Twitter feed in the description area of this video. Please subscribe to it and you'll know exactly what I'm thinking before the market opens each day. I had mentioned to day traders, be careful. Typically, you don't see gap and go formations when there is a new high in the market being made. We had one last week. Those are pretty exceptional. Chances of getting two in a row, not very good. Now, if you get a big market decline, then you could have a couple of gap and goes within a week's period of time. But right now, you had to wait. Be patient. Wait for the market to come in. You're going to get your opportunity to get long, and there it was. Plus, we had the bullish 10P cross right in here. So until we had that, right in here, market down, 10P indicator telling us be patient. But the best opportunity would be to buy dips on the open, look for relative strength, wait for that market support right in here. Hello, now we're off to the races in your long stocks with relative strength. That's how we trade it every day. It works on a day trading basis. It works on a swing trading basis. We can go in, we could take a look at some of the stocks in our heavy buying list. Those are going to be some really good candidates to look at. Lots of nice looking stocks. SQ, I like that. Double bottom, higher low through the major moving averages, getting through this technical resistance right here. CRWD, that also came up on couple of my searches, got a double bottom low right there above the 200-day, getting through the 100-day, downward sloping trend line, broken to the upside. All very nice. This stock has room to run. But for today, I'm going to focus on a new search that I told you about 2 days ago, and it is in the custom search engine. So let's bring that up, and it is using short squeezes. I have gone through and compiled a database of stocks that are poised to have short squeezes. The short interest is very, very high, and I know that there have been some forced buy-ins. I have a way of measuring that. That is proprietary. I don't know of any other search that has that component. In any event, these stocks can stay very quiet for a very long period of time. I'm going to run the scan, and you can see an exhaustive list, and this list is updated very frequently. So these are our candidates. What do we do with that information? We wait for momentum and heavy volume. So we have ways of looking for that. Now that we have our short squeeze list, yeah, I'd like a stock that's above the prior day high. I'd love to see a stock that has heavy volume today. So let's run that scan and see what we've got. Aha! We have 5 stocks on the list. These are your potential short squeezes. I'm going to click through each one of those candidates. Let's take a look at those charts. This is really nice. You can see the momentum right here. We're through that halfway point of the red candle. That I view as bullish. Take a look at the 5-minute chart. And there you can see heavy volume, new high of the day, very steady bid. Buyers more and more and more and more aggressive. That's why the stock never retreats. Because the buyers who wanted to get long here and missed it, now they're bidding here. Now they're bidding here. They're not getting the pullback they hope for. That's what causes these big moves higher. I'm going to go to another one, GNOG. Not as crazy about that. Double bottom low. That's cool. Got your downward sloping trend line broken to the upside above the 200-day moving average. Not bad. Could be a good day trading candidate. I'm not going to poo-poo it, but it is not the one today. SDC. Go into the daily chart. I don't see anything too exciting till it gets above the 200-day moving average. VUSI has been on the list for the last couple of weeks. You've heard me mention this all the time. I loved selling it out of the money bullish put spread on this one. Yeah, that's a hot stock. Finally, we'll get to the last one on the list. I love this stock. I love the chart pattern. I love the fact that it might have a short squeeze that could take place. So here's what I like about it. You've got this dip right here and the second dip right there. That is a higher low, double bottom, nice upward sloping trend line right here. Click GTC, click on the bottom of that candle, click on the bottom of that candle. That is your support line. You've also got support at $39. I like coming in. I believe this stock is going to break out and continue higher. You can see how it's been able to get through that small horizontal resistance level that also lines up right there. I think this stock has everything it needs to go higher. So selling it out of the money bullish put spread, you could even day trade this from the long side. Absolutely. Let's go in and take a look at the 5-minute chart. You can see how strong the stock has been, and it hasn't given back much of its gains today. Long green candles closing on their high. Look at that volume. There's the search. 5 candidates to go through. If you're a day trader, it doesn't get any better than this. Our members have been all over these stocks. So I like BLNK. You can look at selling it out of the money bullish put spread. Here, you'd probably want to go down below that $37 price point. You could go down to the $37.50 and sell the 35s. I'm going into the April 23rd expiration right there. You can see that gives us about 2 weeks and 2 days that we have to be in this trade. And you'll be able to get about a 50-cent credit for that. You can see here, 23 cents bid offered at 60 cents. So 50 cents is ask side, meaning the stock has to pull back a little bit for you to be able to get filled on that. But I think the likelihood of it pulling back is pretty great. Where's the stock? All the way up at $45. The stock can pull back 15% and you're still in decent shape. Plus you have that upward sloping trend line. And you've got support there at the 100-day moving average, and you have horizontal support. Check boxes marked one after the other. How about relative strength? I'd like to see some relative strength on a stock like that. Hey, look at that. Orange line above zero, relative strength. Strong relative to the market. Tech stock, you got a lot of good qualities here. So you've got almost a cup and handle formation with that horizontal line coming in here. That's your first support. We've got a breakout to the upside, 100-day upward sloping trend line, high option implied volatilities, distance yourself from the action. That's your earnings reaction right there. Came out after the close. Excellent. Plus, this stock has huge short interest. So as those shorts have to cover, whoosh, like throwing gasoline on the fire. That's all I've got for you today. Please post your questions and comments in the section below. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching this YouTube video. I'm Pete Stolzers and I'm going to keep the trade ideas coming along with lots of education, so make sure to subscribe to the channel and please turn on your notifications so that you never miss another trade. If you like the content, please give it a thumbs up. I've loaded 2 other videos that I think you're really going to enjoy. Stay tuned. We'll see you soon.